was kind of awake, and I came out at 6:30 to get the newspaper and take the dog out, and then I went back in, and I walked through the dining room and saw lights at the church next door. So I started watching to see what was going on over there, and it ended up over here, and I saw them come through the backyard with the dog and go in front of the barn, and then the dog went crazy and they found him in the camper.
Now, you had no idea, of course, that somebody was hiding on your property.
No. I was up most of the night and I didn't hear anything. So
what was your
What
was your reaction when you found out what was going on?
A little shaky, because we knew about what happened last night, and so I was just surprised that it ended up here.
And how close, I mean, were you watching as they pulled this man out of your camper?
Yes, I was looking out the side window of the house.
Describe to me what you saw.
First I saw the dog go crazy, and then they opened the door, and I saw, well, they had lights. Lights were in there, and then they were in there for a little while. And then I saw them bring him out, and they brought him up here to the cruiser. So.
Did it scare you to know that you were, I know you said you were pretty restless overnight, but did it scare you to know you were sleeping right next to this?
Well, what scared me more was that I came out here at 6:30 to get the paper, and he was probably already in there sleeping. That kind of made me a little shaky.
How do you think, I mean, are you going to feel differently every time you go in that camper now?
Well, I don't know yet. Maybe. I mean, we'd been camping all weekend. We just brought it back. So, yeah.
Have you ever had, I mean, I'm sure nothing ever on this property, but have you ever had anything like that in the Brookville area that you know?
No, not that I know. It surprised me that it was here, because we heard about last night, and I never thought it would end here.
I'm sure. Were you scared when you heard about what was going on last night and that the suspect was on the loose?
Well, yeah, and it was kind of close, so because it's just kind of up around the corner. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was a little bit scary, but you know, you still don't think it's going to end up in your yard.
Just to check, this is your yard.
Yes.
So that's your camper.
Yes.
And this guy just showed up.
Apparently. I guess he needed to sleep somewhere.
What do you think? Did he force entry to the camper? Or?
No, it was unlocked.
Do you think it's one of those things where
it is probably going to be locked now?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm trying to think, is there anything else?
Speaking of precaution, does this make you curious of getting any alarm system? Do you currently have an alarm system?
No, we don't, but that's a possibility. Yeah.
Pretty uncommon for this area overall.
Yes. I mean, I've never been afraid to walk out here at night, because I bring her out kind of late. I've never thought about it, you know. And we live by a church. Mm-hmm. So.
And the church is where he dumped the car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was in the pond out front.
Oh, it was in the pond.
Kind of half in, half out. It wasn't all the way in.
So it sounds like he dumped the car in the pond, then ran through the woods and somehow found his way into your camper.
Oh, sounds like it.
I mean, did you actually see all of the officers with their rifles and their guns out, yelling at him to come out?
Yes.
Was it, I mean, a tense moment?
Well, it kind of, I don't know, it kind of surprised me, because, you know, I saw the dog and go over to the camper, and then when they went in, and then the next thing I knew, it was surrounded. So, yeah, it was kind of scary. Because I figured then there's somebody's in there. So.
Knowing what you did about what happened overnight, was there a moment where you thought to yourself, this could be the shooter, and were you afraid at all for the officers?
Yes. I was worried when they first went in, and then I knew there had to be somebody in there, because the two of them went in, and I was afraid that if it was the same person, that, you know, I was worried for them, so I was hoping I didn't hear anything. So, but luckily he was asleep, I think they said. So.
All right. Anything else
So-
you want to add?
I don't think so.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Can we get you to say and spell your name one more time, just in case?
Okay, Betty Armstrong. It's BettyArmstrong.
Betty, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Sure.
Betty.